And on this episode of Actors Should Just Keep Quiet, we have this from Collider. She's allowed her opinion. Harry Potter's new Hagrid explains why he hopes the J.K. Rowling controversy doesn't blow over. What is the goal of the Harry Potter show? And what is the goal of everyone that is casted in this thing? I honestly don't think money and making a good product is the goal right now for HBO, which from what I'm hearing, every season is going to be a different book. And I wonder if they're going to split the final book into two seasons just like they did with the movies, but we're talking about a franchise that when it's all said and done, if it gets completed, which I don't think it's going to, it's probably going to cost well over $1 billion to make. That's assuming if they use, I don't know, a minimum of $100 million, which obviously, since it's not Godzilla minus one mentality, they are going to throw boatloads of money at this thing. And the marketing is going to be through the roof. So I made a video a long time ago about the a few of the actors that used to be in the Harry Potter franchise, all talking crap about J.K. Rowling, and then Black Snape is running his mouth too. It's like, okay, you're talking bad about the woman that wrote the books that has now been adapted into a TV show that you were horribly miscasted in, and you're gonna talk crap about her. And I'm pretty sure she's the executive producer on this show. What is the mentality there? Then we got Nick Frost here, who was in the Shaun of the Dead movies. Not a bad actor, not a bad actor at all. Never knew a single thing about him politically, but it's kind of hard to tell how actors truly feel in Hollywood. Are they all just a bunch of Pedro Pascals where they're just saying whatever they have to, or does he actually believe what he's saying? So he has this to say: she's allowed her opinion, and I'm allowed mine. They just don't align in any way, shape, or form. Her opinion. That's the weirdest thing. I love how Collider uses the word controversy here. J.K. Rowling doesn't have a controversial opinion. She's not saying anything that any normal human being wouldn't say. It's not like she's splitting the atom here. Well, what she's saying? She's saying pretty painfully obvious things here, like, hey, maybe this sport that has this group of people shouldn't add another group of people to it. Maybe we should have these things separate. Is that a controversial statement? No, it's not. No, it's not at all. So when Nick Frost is saying, yeah, she's allowed to have her opinion, I'm allowed to have mine, they just don't align in any way, shape, or form, just say nothing. Here's how I would have said it. I said, she has her opinions, I have mine. I'm an actor. I don't have any pull in any way, shape, or form in the world of politics, so my opinion shouldn't matter. That's how I would answer these questions. I don't like the way, what was it, the kid that played, what's his face, Malfoy. The other day he was talking about that. Oh, I don't even really know what's going. He played so dumb about it. Like obviously you know what's going on here. Unless you're living under a rock, you must have heard someone talking about this. But no. He's just taking the complete. Oh, I don't even know what to say. This is a thing that's going on. Here's what you say. Here's what I would say if I'm an actor. If someone's asking me, hey, how do you feel about these rights? I'm like, I'm an actor. What does it matter what I think? Like, what is it? Who cares? Why do you care about my opinion of this? I'm no one. I have no pull politically. I would just completely brush off the questions. Like, what does it matter what I think? Am I going to change the world? No. I said, my job is to be in this show, and my job is to make you want to watch this show. My politics shouldn't remotely influence your decision. Any way, shape, or form, and that's it. That's how they should all answer questions. But no. It almost seems like they have to. They have to jump on and go, whoa, hold on a second. I must defend this. Like, Nick Frost, come on. Listen, buddy. You're a fun actor. You were the fat guy in Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz. You're not that big, bro. Maybe you were big years ago, but now it's like, oh, you're finally out in something that people have heard of. You're in the Harry Potter show. You're playing one of the most beloved characters in that entire franchise, Hagrid, and now you're just talking politics. Here's another quote he says about the will this blow over? He says, but maybe it shouldn't blow over. We shouldn't just hope it'll go away because it makes it easier. Maybe we should educate ourselves. Maybe you should educate yourselves on box office flops and when a TV show flops. Maybe you should educate yourself on another show by HBO Max. Is it even HBO Max anymore? I don't even know. Screw it. HBO. The Last of Us, which lost 50% of their audience. Nick, here is your job as an actor. I really wish. I think this would definitely change the culture entirely. Because I know some actors have done this where they got like minimal payments for the role, but took like a percentage of the box office. Imagine for a second if an actor took a percentage. They weren't paid millions of dollars off the back. They took a small percentage of the box office or whatever the streaming rights numbers are, though. Imagine if that happened. You think Pedro Pascal will be talking politics every single second he's in front of a microphone? You think for a second any of them would ever talk about politics ever again? No. No, they wouldn't. That would be the best way to shut these people up. Oh, Nick Frost, you want to torpedo this show? Oh, you want to create controversy? Well, you're going to get paid a small percentage of the money this show makes, and that's it. That's all you're going to make. Do you think he'd really go out there and talk crap about his executive producer? Do you think he'd really want to start dividing people? They have to understand something, and some of them are learning really quickly. We don't need you. You understand that. There's a lot of sites out there that I could just watch whatever I want to. I don't need to have streaming services. People mostly have them for two reasons, either out of pure convenience or because they don't know how to find everything on the internet. I can watch the entire Harry Potter show if I want to. When this thing comes out, though, I don't have HBO Max. I can watch this entire show if I want to on a multitude of sites. It wouldn't even be difficult. Day one, full HD copy. There it'll be. Is HBO going to get a view out of me? Nope. Are they going to get any ad revenue out of me? Nope. But I'll watch it and review it for free. And I said this in a previous Pedro Pascal video. The guy's stardom is dropping like crazy right now. Box office flop after flop after flop. It ain't working, bro. It ain't working. Nick Frost. Yes, you were in Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, one scene in Tomb Raider, and I forget some other Simon Pegg-esque movie you were in as well. I think it was called The World's End or something like that. Who cares? No one has any idea what that movie is. Now you're Hagrid. Don't make us dislike you. Okay? Black Snape. I don't think he's going to last. I said that in my previous video of it. You cannot have people that are going out of their way to torpedo their own projects. You cannot create division on a show like this. What is the goal of Nick Frost? He says, okay, I got the opportunity to play Hagrid in the Harry Potter show. You don't agree with the executive producer. You're very vocal about it now. Obviously, you're kind of tiptoeing a little bit here, but as soon as they start throwing microphones in front of this dude's face, he's going to open up. He's going to sing like a canary. Very soon. What's the goal? Why are you in this show? If you disagree with this woman's opinions, if you disagree with everything she says, why are you agreeing to be in her product? Does that sound kind of weird? Like why? What do you have any pride at all? Clearly, the money is all that matters to you. Clearly, that's all it is. Because if you actually cared about the causes that you're pretending to, you would avoid this product like the plague. Oh, no, but you're doing it because it is probably one of the biggest shows of the decade coming out. There are very few other shows. Like when Rings of Power, obviously that flopped so fast. So quickly that thing exploded on itself, okay? But no one really expected Rings of Power to do well. The bar was set very, very, very low for that product. No one cared about the spinoff. No one really read whatever it came off. It wasn't that popular of a thing. Harry Potter is popular. And if you're adapting the books, the books that were so popular, they said we have to make these into movies. And then the movies were so popular that Universal Studios said, hey, we have to make an entire theme park out of this. So now we got two of them. Two people out there publicly talking crap. More to follow, I imagine. And I bet they're all going to jump on it. But you know what they're not going to do? Not take the money. So yeah, imagine for a second a beautiful world we live in where actors and actresses were paid a percentage of this product, box office, streaming, whatever it is. I guarantee you would not hear a single solitary peep out of them. What do you guys think about that?
God, if you're there, I need a sign. More than just lights in the distant skyline. I need you here, close by my side. As I stand here broken, no place to hide. Are there signs, or just empty air? Are you up there watching, or just not